So by now, your epoxy business should be buzzing. The phone's ringing, you've got estimates to send, projects to finish, and in between, you're trying to call back yesterday's leads before they ghost, right? It's exciting, but it's also a recipe for chaos and burnout if you're doing everything by hand. And here's the truth: leads, they do not wait. If you don't respond fast, they are going to call the next epoxy contractor. If you don't follow up consistently, they will forget about you. And this is why automation is not optional. It's actually your secret weapon for keeping leads warm, booking more jobs, and freeing up your brain to actually go out and run your business, right? Automation is like hiring a reliable assistant who never forgets, works 24/7, and costs less than a part time employee. And this is what it looks like. When you install automation, you end up with more booked jobs. When a lead fills out a website form or if they click on your ad, they get an instant text message or email saying, hey, we got this request. We'll be in touch ASAP. And this type of instant response is often what's going to land you the job because they're not going to get a chance to call the next guy, right? And you can even auto offer appointment slots right after they submit a form. Just let them book themselves while they're, excited for this new floor. Automation also helps you chase or stop chasing leads manually. How many times have you played phone tag with a lead until they disappeared? And how many times have you forgotten to follow up with somebody who said, hey, call me next week? Automation actually fixes that for you, right? Follow-up sequences, whether that's via text, email, or even voicemail drops, it keeps nudging the leads along saying, hey, just checking in. Are you still interested in that epoxy floor that you requested? It's polite, it's persistent, and then you don't have to remember anything and you don't forget as well. Automation also helps you turn your cold leads warm. Not everybody is ready to buy right away when they submit a Facebook ad. I'm sure you guys understand this, right? A good workflow is going to keep you on the lead's mind. Day one, you just say, thank you for reaching out. A couple days later, you can say, did you know that epoxy actually increases your home value? Here's how. A couple more days later, you can say, hey, we've got a slot open next week. Do you want me to pencil you in and stop by? By the time that they're actually ready, you look like the obvious choice because you're the one that's top of mind. Automation also helps you pre-qualify your leads automatically. You can save yourself from wasting time on tire kickers just by automating your screening questions, right? I always suggest you ask 3 questions that can be, what's your approximate square footage? Is the concrete in good shape? And when are you looking to start, right? And then you can always automate and send out ballpark pricing before you ever call them or before they ever schedule anything with you. And now when you do all of this, you know who's serious and you know who's just fishing, right? And automation, it actually also helps you boost your conversions. I've seen it over and over. Epoxy contractors who respond faster and follow up better, they win more jobs, even if their price is not the lowest. And why is this? Because customers want to feel taken care of. They don't really care about the cheapest thing. I'm not a big fan of the cheapest stuff myself. I want to feel like I'm getting a good deal and then I'm getting taken care of. And I've had clients myself tell me like, hey, man, we chose you because you were so on top of communication and we felt like you cared from the start. And most of those touches that my clients are talking about, that was all automated. And it feels personal to the lead, but it runs on autopilot in the background. That's the win-win there, right? A huge thing that we have to call out here, though, is that burnout is actually real. You don't want to be the one person call center. I've seen it way too many contractors grind themselves down trying to answer every call at all hours, no matter if they're on a metallic floor that's super high ticket, they're on a flake floor, they're trying to spend time with their family. They feel like they need to answer every call at all hours. They also grind themselves down by manually texting back every lead, sending out photos, and then also remembering who asked for follow-ups. Just trying to do all of this yourself while you're doing installs or running the business, even, managing your team, putting out fires, all of that becomes it's not sustainable, basically. Automation, it ends up saving your sanity. It makes sure that no leads actually fall through the cracks, even on your busiest days. So what automation tools make this easy? You don't need to build from scratch, okay? There are a ton of contractor-friendly CRMs like Go High Level, Jobber, or House Call Pro, or we can always build it for you with our done-for-you automations, templates, and messaging that's proven to convert epoxy leads. Automation is not just about saving time, though, okay? It's also about making more money without you burning out in the process. Automation is how you book more jobs. It's how you keep leads warm, and it's how you look bigger. And automation also helps you look more professional than you might actually be at the time, right? And so if you want this installed for you here at Never Stop Agency, we build automation systems specifically for epoxy contractors. And those automation systems instantly respond to new leads. They follow up automatically with those leads until the leads book an appointment with you or pay their invoices. We also pre-qualify leads and tire kickers, so that way you only talk to serious buyers through our automation process. And we also keep your pipeline organized, so that way there's no more guessing what leads are where, what needs to be done, or even what your ROI or your CPL is, right? So if you want me to set this up for your business and just kind of shortcut everything, just go ahead and visit neverstopagency.com. You can book an appointment there, and we can take a look at what these automations would look like installed into your business and how they would help.